that okay?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Hey, this is Megan.
And Sue in the restricted section.
And today we're doing the Call Your Lawyer book tag.
Yes, and this tag was created by Dancing Lizard.
And she a lizard.
And she also tagged us in this a long time ago. Sorry it took us so long.
Sorry, we're slow.
But yeah, all the questions are based on things you might
need different to call your lawyer for.
Different types of lawyers, and
yeah, that you may need.
Yeah.
Oh,
and what are we drinking? Where's my beer? Here it is.
So we're drinking Adobe Igloo
from Sante Fe Brewing, and this is their winter seasonal, I believe.
And it's only kind of winter-ish, but
yeah, it's just finally gotten fairly cold here. It's still not like freezing cold, but
I'm always cold anyway.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's do this.
Cheers. I kind of like it.
I do too.
Yeah.
It does taste like winter.
It's kind of weird though.
It is weird, but I like it.
Oh, it's brewed with cacao and chili.
Yeah. So the first question is, Criminal Defense Attorney, a book where the bad guy gets away or the bad guy wins.
I chose a book that I read when I was a teenager, and I'm pretty sure it was called Pop Goes the Weasel by James Patterson. And I think that there was more books, like the bad, spoiler alert, the bad guy gets away.
Right.
But
spoiler alert.
But it was some sort of like serial killer something. I don't know. I hated it. I did not have any interest in reading on in it. And fuck James Patterson. I've read 2 of his books, and they both sucked. And also, he puts his name on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. He's just like, and like the books that are like, by James Patterson, and this person. And it's like, it's by that person.
That person did that. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I chose.
I chose Zone 1 by Colson Whitehead. This is a zombie novel. And I feel like this is not spoilery, but because I think it says so in the description, but anyway, it might be spoiler, but this book takes place after they kind of have the zombie apocalypse taken care of, like under wraps, but then at the end of the book, that falls apart.
Oh.
So it's about a soldier who is operating within this like new system, and they're trying to like acclimate to life now that they have like this zombie apocalypse under control. And just as he's starting to do that, it just goes to shit. Colson Whitehead is a really good writer. This is the only thing that I read of his.
I want to read that.
It
actually was on my TBR before you bought this.
It's kind of anticlimactic for a zombie novel. Like, it's not super exciting. It takes place over like 3 days.
Yeah.
But holy shit, dude can write.
Are you giving this to me so?
Yeah.
Like to
you
borrow
read?
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just handed it to me, so like.
Yes.
Is this mine now?
Right. No, he can write. Like, he's a very good writer.
Okay, the next question, or attorney, is Estate Planning Attorney. And this is a book where a character or person knows they're going to die.
I said The Road by Cormac McCarthy, because I feel like the father in the story kind of knows that, I mean, he kind of wants to die the whole time, kind of, but like I feel like he knows ultimately that he's going to.
I think that he's just pushing forward for his son.
I think so.
I think if he hadn't had his son, he would have just laid down and died.
I think he would have killed himself, yeah. But.
And I chose The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I think the main character knows she's going to die eventually, and then the other guy, all I can think of is the actor who played him in the movie's real name.
I don't remember.
Gus. Is it Gus?
Is it Gus?
No. I can't remember what his name is.
Hazel and some
something
fella.
stupid. I guess if I opened it.
Some dumb name.
Sorry if your name's Gus. It just said your name was stupid.
Gus.
Yeah, and then Gus, once he gets his cancer flares up again. Spoiler alert!
This is a really spoilery tag.
Everyone fucking knows what happens in this book, but once he, knows what's up with his cancer, then he knows he's gonna diagnose it.
The third one is Personal Injury Attorney. And that is a book where a character or person suffers a physical injury.
I chose The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. The main character at the very beginning of this book, wakes up and doesn't know who the fuck she is or whatever. She's not really physically injured then, but later on in the book, when she finds out she has powers, she overexerts herself at one point and sort of injures herself because she doesn't really know
What she can do.
How to use her own powers or how much she should use them. And also they're fighting supernatural beings, so people get hurt.
People get hurt. I said Day of the Obroknik by Vladimir Sorokin, translated by Jamie Gambrell, for a couple of reasons. First of all, there is a lot of physical violence because it is kind of in a futuristic Russia, and they have gotten to the point where if you fuck up and you offend the government, they will send the Obroknik in and they will just beat the fuck out of you and just take everything you have. But then also they've had their penises genetically modified, and they're ridged. They're bump. They have bumps in them and they glow.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
So I feel that's probably injurious at first.
Right, next is Adoption Attorney, a book which features a non-biological parent-child relationship.
This is kind of a fucked up answer, but I said The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins, because this book features 12 orphans being raised by this dude that they call father. It's a really fucked up relationship.
I should have chosen Lolita.
Oh, you should have chosen Lolita. Gross.
I chose a book that I just finished today, and that is Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson. I'm pretty sure she says in here that she was adopted. Her mother, yeah, because I remember she said her birth mother at one point wants to find her.
Oh.
Tries to find her. So yeah, she's adopted by her crazy evangelical Christian mother. So there you go.
All right. Appellate Law... Appellate?
Appellate? I think it's appellate.
I don't always pronounce things correctly. Appellate Law Attorney. A book for which you didn't like the ending, and how would you rewrite it?
I chose the book The Storied Life of A.J. Fickrey by Gabrielle Zevin. Spoiler alert right now. The book, the ending I felt was just they killed off the main character to evoke emotion from the reader, and so people oh, it made me cry, so it was good.
It's a good book.
That's how I felt about it. I don't know, some people love the ending, so whatever. Rewrite it, I don't know, I think I would have just left it at, can't they just have a happy ending? He already lost his wife at one point and had most of his life was shitty, and he had just finally been happy again, right. And then the author killed him off,
Not every ending is tragic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that could happen in real life, but
come on. I don't know. Cut the dude a break.
Yeah.
I said Under the Dome by Stephen King, and spoiler alert, the ending is fucking dumb. It's an alien kid fucking with these people, playing with them. And so they were able to reason with it and be no, you're hurting people, please, and the kid was okay.
So it's
sorry.
The equivalent of a kid burning ants with a magnifying glass.
And
or
I
something.
believe that they use that analogy in the book. So yes,
I could be Stephen King. Look at me.
Look at you. What a lazy, stupid ending. And so my ending would be probably more fucked up than that. It would be that the aliens kind of used it as a bell jar with a butterfly and just watched what happened until the humans died.
Yeah.
Because they were having like a problem with pollution under the dome because they couldn't rise above it, so it was clouding it. So my thing was the aliens were just studying the people, maybe like testing it for like a future larger plan, like a larger scale plan.
Yeah. That
That
sounds more interesting.
That'd be my ending.
Okay, next is Civil Rights Attorney, a book that features diverse characters and or people.
Or Popple. I said The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers because I love that book.
All right.
Lots of different species and characters and personalities, and I love it.
I chose World War Z by Max Brooks because he goes, or the narrator, I guess, goes all over the world interviewing people about, what their experiences during the zombie war. Mm-hmm. So it starts out in China, and then he ends up maybe in North America, or, USA.
Yep.
So,
where it's cold.
Yep. So that's what I chose.
Nice. Bankruptcy Attorney, a book where a character or person loses everything.
I chose The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. This is a spoiler tag. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler tag.
The main character is kind of too concerned with her, status and wealth and stuff, and she ends up losing everything because she makes really stupid decisions, basically.
That happens.
Yeah.
A lot.
But it's kind of one of those books that also kind of infuriates you because if she hadn't been a woman, or if things the stupid decisions she makes are things that would have not been a big deal now.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's like, it's infuriating because she's making stupid decisions, and it's also infuriating because you're like, why should that have mattered?
Why should that make you lose everything?
Yeah.
I said One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. Like, major spoiler alert. Mac McMurphy, at the end, I feel like loses everything. He tries so hard to, buck the system and beat Nurse Ratched, and he ends up losing everything, including his frontal lobe and his life.
Yep.
So, Earthing.
All right, next is Medical Malpractice Attorney, a book that features an experiment gone wrong.
I said Dawn by Octavia Butler because this woman wakes up and she's in this alien craft with these alien creatures, and they've chosen her to lead an expedition back to ruined Earth and just kind of start a new colony of people there. And it just goes horribly awry.
Kind of. Some parts of it kind of.
Parts of it are successful, but it's the other humans don't react well to her, and she ends up in a predicament that she does not want to be in.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like things go awry for her.
Yeah, real bad.
Maybe not as much for the aliens.
Because they did kind of learn from that,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I went with the kind of obvious answer and said Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Dr. Frankenstein. Actually, they never say that he's a doctor in this book. Is he really a doctor? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Victor Frankenstein, he creates this being that he thinks is going to be this beautiful, awesome person, and it's going to make him famous and well known and everything. And instead he creates a hideous monster, and then he rejects it.
To his dismay.
And it's, again, he loses everything. I could have chosen this book for that answer too, because Victor loses everything in the end. Well, because of his creation.
He done fucked up.
Because of what...
how he treated his creation. Yeah.
It was his fault, mostly. Really.
Because he done fucked up.
Yeah.
Divorce Attorney, a book you could not finish.
I chose Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. I kind of, in my head, think that I'll probably read this one day, just because I have a problem DNFing books.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
I tried to read this a few years ago, and I got maybe a third of the way through it, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. It's a ghost story, and I am not into ghosts that much, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not
I'm
like
not
the most
sure.
fun.
It was just kind of boring from what I remember. So, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say they love it, though. Maybe I'm just not into, because, like, the one Stephen King book I tried to read didn't go well, and this is his son.
Right, so maybe it's just that.
So I'm like, maybe I'm just not into them.
Don't like it.
I don't know.
I don't like it. I said Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This is on my Kindle, and I started it, and I hate DNFing books, but like, there's two separate storylines, and the first one is this ship of people find this like escape pod, basically, of this scientist, and she had ejected herself from like an experiment gone wrong, so maybe this could have also gone for that category. But she kind of fused with the intelligence system of the spaceship, like the escape pod that she was in. And so they bring her, I think they're going to bring her in. And then this planet where life is starting to happen again, but it's like a race of like giant intelligent spiders. And so I cared about the first storyline, and I did not care about the giant intelligent spiders. So I just had a really hard time like connecting with it, and I didn't finish it.
So they're going to come together at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to spoil the whole story, because like the idea was that they were going to, I think it was apes, they were going to give these apes this drug that made them evolve and become super intelligent, or I think it was some kind of monkey. And something went horribly wrong, and it killed the apes, but the virus that made them super intelligent still got sent to this planet.
Oh, so that's what made the spiders intelligent. I see.
Right. And so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and then the last one is Real Estate Attorney, a book where the setting or a dwelling is a central focus of the story.
And I said Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, because it takes place in Jurassic Park, and that's the whole point of the book, is that Jurassic Park is a terrible idea. So...
Alright, and I chose Dune by Frank Herbert. The planet of Dune plays a pretty huge role in the story because, you know, it's very, very dry,
very
arid.
dry.
And you got those sandworms running around making the spice.
You had them sandworms.
Yep. That's it. That's the call your lawyer tag.
Yep, that's it.
Or lawyer.
Lawyer. Call your lawyer
Some
tag.
people say.
I say lawyer.
I say lawyer. I actually kind of interchange the two, but usually I say lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why people say lawyer, because you don't say law.
Some people do.
Some people do, but most people don't say law.
I don't say law.
Why would you say lawyer?
Lawyer. I don't know. I feel like Sue is the classy lawyer that you get, and I'm the lawyer that you get when you can't find a good one.
I don't know. I feel like if I showed up, people would be like, "Do you know what you're doing? Your hair.
Why is your hair that color? Your hair is totally indicative of your professionalism and intelligence."
Obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah, this beer.
It's good.
I like it. Yeah,
It's good.
Adobe Igloo. Come on in. The beer's ready. It says. I don't really taste the cacao and chili though.
No.
I don't really taste that, but it is a good beer, I think. I like it.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm very much like it better than that one we just had. That one was rough.
That one was bad. Yeah, this is way better than the chocolate orange.
Yeah, we just had the nitro chocolate orange, which you'll see in yesterday's video.
Right.
From Breckenridge, and it was not good.
No, it was very bland.
This one's way better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, are we gonna tag anyone in this? We should.
Who do we think needs to call their lawyer? What about Monse?
I was actually thinking that too.
Monse, call your lawyer.
Getting drunk on camera.
Monse. Call your lawyer, Monse.
Yeah, we'll tag Monse.
All right, so Bree Hill.
Bree Hill.
Call your lawyer.
Do it.
Do it.
We've also never tagged Emily Sears.
Emily Sears.
Tag your it.
Call your lawyer.
Should we tag anyone else, or just 3?
I like 3.
3. God, I'm burpy today.
I'm droppy today,
I apologize.
so it's fine.
Yeah, this beer has been dropped.
I've dropped it. It was a hot mess. I'm pretty sure the dudes in Brown Derby thought that I was drunk and like picked it up off the floor for me and carried it to the car.
Yeah, the
Would not let me touch
the
it.
dude from Brown Derby carried our beer to the car for us because
I dropped it. I'm pretty sure he didn't trust me to handle it myself.
He dropped it twice.
And I hadn't even had beer yet.
I was like, I'm gonna come in your car with you.
And I was stone cold sober, not even 1 beer yet.
Yeah. Also, dudes of Brown Derby, we're know their names now.
Bob and John.
Bob and John.
We know you.
How did it take us so long to learn
know.
those names? Bob and John.
Bob and John. Also,
come on.
Also, I feel like I maybe need to look at my life because dude at Brown Derby said, "Don't worry about it. I'm here for you." Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you should
man.
have been like, thank you.
Thanks,
That's
champ.
That's
all I ever
waiting
wanted.
to hear.
Been waiting for it my whole life. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you. As he picks my beer up off the floor.
Yeah.
It was a sad day.
Yeah, Bob and John are pretty cool though. I like them.
Thanks, Bob and John.
Yeah. Favorite Brown Derby dudes.
Favorite Brown Derby dudes. And also, shout out to Brian at the Brown Derby by my house.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian.
Favorite Brown Derby dude.
Does Leanne still work at Brown Derby?
Yeah.
Shout out to Leanne.
Leanne.
Favorite Brown Derby gal.
Fucking right. I feel like this says something bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know Leanne not because she works at Brown Derby.
No, we know Leanne outside of Brown Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
wrap this up.
Let's tie it in a bow.
Yes.
So there will be some links below where you can find us elsewhere on social media. We are not available for legal advice.
No.
No, I'm not a lawyer. I just play one on YouTube.
Me too. Anyway, if you have not subscribed yet,
Go ahead.
please do.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you
Bye.
next time. Bye.